These are 20 times Zlatan disrespected people.
Nel corazon d'olio. Questo è il
business. Show some professionalism, dude.
And for number 20, we've got a moment so disrespectful, it was almost cut out of the interview.
You're even more ugly in television than reality.
What? You can't say stuff like that on TV, man. But that's got nothing compared to his behavior on the pitch.
Goed ingehouden. En nu dan een keer schiet ook.
God damn! Humiliating your opponents like that is just painful. But at least he didn't injure anybody like at number 18. See, this guy made an honest mistake by stepping on Zlatan's head in the heat of the moment. And let's just say he came to regret that. And that's why you shouldn't mess with Ibra. But unfortunately, not everybody knows that.
And you know better football than me?
No.
So why are you talking?
I asked you. I do my job.
Are you a journalist or a camera guy?
I am a journalist.
So why are you holding the camera? You should have a camera guy, no?
Because my boss wants me to...
So he's low budget.
Now that's disrespectful, man. But at least he wasn't dumb enough to call the Swedish goat blind like number 16.
Since you just turned 38,
Yes.
and you age gracefully, I might add, the eyes are among the first things to go as you get older. So in that respect, a pair of reading glasses.
He can wear those glasses in his $1.75 million Ferrari that he bought himself as a birthday gift that year. What a flex. But Zlatan was already disrespecting people in his 20s.
Ibrahimović prova a liberare il sinistro, è chiuso, circondato da tre. Ibrahimović, che numero!
Damn, just cutting straight through a defense like that is disrespectful. But it's nothing compared to the time that he humiliated an entire country. Yeah, the Swedish goat does not hold back when people criticize him. And when his move to PSG was announced, French people were concerned about his attitude because he can come across as pretty arrogant.
You call me arrogant. And French people are famous for being arrogant. So I'm exactly like you. So you should love me.
Damn. And the French people did eventually love him, but that's because of number 13.
Strike from Ibrahimović.
Wow. Scoring from 25 yards is just disrespectful. The keeper is still looking for that ball. But hey, at least he didn't insult the guy's wife like at number 12. Yeah, Zlatan often struggles to be nice to reporters, but this time he really took it too far. When he showed up with scars on his face one day, everybody wondered what had happened. Did he go hunting? Did he end up in a volcano again? Was he attacked by an eagle or a lion? Well, reporters just had to know, so one guy asked about it.
A reporter asked you if you had any scars on your face, and you said...
You should ask your wife.
Exactly.
You answer me a question, you get a answer.
Well, all right then. At least he gave us something to talk about. Just like at number 11, when he scored his 500th career goal.
Lifts it into the area. Ibra scores! That is number 500!
What? I didn't know you could even do that with a human body, just bending like that. Even the man himself was impressed.
When you score a goal like that, you go crazy, you get a lot of adrenaline.
I wouldn't know, but
So-
yeah.
But we were losing the game 3-0, and I scored that goal. So if that would be the leading goal, I would leave the stadium.
Oh, you would have just hung it up
because
right
when
there?
you score a goal like that, you have nothing to prove anymore.
Hey, I wouldn't even be surprised if he did that. Well, we've made it to the top 10 now, which means we've got some insanely disrespectful moments coming up. And to kick things off, let's talk about the time he demolished his biggest competitor in the MLS. Carlos Vela was the main man for LAFC, and obviously Zlatan was carrying LA Galaxy. Naturally, a rivalry came out of this. So when Vela scored 34 goals in the 2018-2019 season, and Zlatan only netted 30, people started wondering.
Do you still consider yourself the best player in Major League Soccer?
By far. Because if he's in his prime, how old is he?
Carlos Vela's 29.
29. He's playing in MLS and he's in his prime. When I was 29, where was I?
Yeah, you were in Europe.
Big difference.
Ouch! That's savage. But that's nothing compared to number 9, the time he insulted LeBron James? It started off with a funny tweet Zlatan sent out when he arrived in LA. Now, LA has a god and a king. Zlatan welcomes King James. Talk about a warm welcome. Obviously, LeBron took it as a joke and actually tried befriending the Swedish GOAT by sending over his jersey. But instead of framing it, he actually signed it and sent it back to LeBron James. Like, who does that? But that's not the only world-class athlete he disrespected. Because at number 8, Zlatan actually called one of the greatest boxers in history a clown. After Argentina kicked Mexico out of the World Cup 2022, players went to the dressing room and celebrated like there was no tomorrow. Dancing, screaming, they were really enjoying themselves. Until Canelo Alvarez, a super middleweight champion of the world, saw Messi cleaning the floor with the Mexican flag. He was raging and couldn't control himself. He tweeted out that Messi should ask God to never be found by him. And obviously, Zlatan couldn't let him disrespect his former Barcelona buddy like that. I didn't know who Canelo was, but I see he's a clown. He touches Messi, and the next day, he'll be in the afterlife. Now that's a boxing match I pay to see. But I'm sure some hooligans would also love to step into the ring with Zlatan after he made the most disrespectful gesture in MLS history. It was the Western Conference semifinal, and Zlatan was expecting an easy win against a rival, LAFC. So when he suffered a 5-3 defeat, he showed his true colors. What the heck, man? You can't do that towards a fan. That's wild. But the worst thing is, he wasn't done raging just yet. He went all out during the press conference after.
Was it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
Yes.
And you think we didn't know that?
No, I think you knew that.
But the referee didn't know that.
The VAR didn't get involved in it. But
He didn't. What was he doing upstairs?
That's a good question.
Drinking coffee with Magic Johnson?
Good question.
Exactly.
But how does that impact?
Damn! He disrespected the reporter, the MLS, the referee, the VAR, and Magic Johnson in 20 seconds. Only Ibra can do that. But that wasn't the first time he wrote MLS history. Back in 2018, not many Europeans were interested in the American League, so it was a big surprise when Zlatan left Man United for the Californian club. Obviously, Zlatan was confident as he should be, so when he made this debut, sport reporters all over the world were shocked when he did this.
It's going to fall for Ibrahimović! Oh, come on! Come on! Zlatan. La frappe de Zlatan! Incroyable, Nicolas! Congratulations, Italy and Spain. Here he goes again! Oh! Det här är hans lag!
LA, you're welcome.
Och det här är hans kontinent!
Wow. Now that's how you make a first impression. But that's very different compared to his first impression at PSG, when he said something so disrespectful that even a French politician demanded for him to leave the country. Zlatan was up against Bordeaux and suffered a goal early into the game, but he quickly scored the equalizer. PSG was struggling throughout the second half, and things got heated when they suffered another goal, 2-1. Luckily for Zlatan, they were given a penalty in the 85th minute, and of course the Swedish GOAT doesn't miss. With 4 minutes left on the clock, it seemed like they were gonna settle for 1 point each, until Bordeaux netted a 3-2 with only seconds left. Zlatan was fuming and didn't hold back at the referee.
Play 15 years, never seen referee in this country. Don't even deserve PSG should be in this country.
Oh, snap! He first called the French people arrogant, and now this? Marine Le Pen, the leader of the French far-right party, wasn't having this. It told Zlatan to leave the country if he didn't like it here. PSG was not happy with this type of publicity and forced Zlatan to give a statement.
First of all, I was not aiming for the people or whoever there. When I said it, I was angry in that moment. And whoever felt offended or took it in a wrong way, if they took it, I apologize for them. I have no problem.
And with that, we've hit the top 3. So hold on tight, because you're about to see some of Zlatan's most disrespectful moments. And first up, someone who never got an apology from the Swedish GOAT, Lukaku. The two strikers go way back and used to share the Man United dressing room in 2017. They were both very competitive, and Zlatan did everything he could to get under his skin, even betting him $50 for every decent touch he made, mocking his ability to control the ball properly. So when the two went head-to-head in the Milan Derby of 2021, it went down. Call your mother and go do your voodoo. To which Lukaku replied, you and your wife. Come outside and I'll wait for you after. Jesus, now that's disrespectful. But at least they weren't on the same team like number 2, because that incident got Zlatan kicked from Barcelona. Ibra was described as the most promising striker of Europe when he was playing for Inter in 2009. So it was no surprise when he transferred to Barcelona after spending $70 million. Zlatan expected Barca to build the team around him, but Pep had different plans. To which he said this infamous quote, "It's as if you bought a Ferrari, but you're driving like a Fiat." And that wasn't the only time he disrespected the Spanish coach.
My problem in Barcelona was one man, and that's the philosopher. After New Year, a couple of months after that, I didn't speak to him anymore. I mean, if you have somebody that doesn't stimulate you, I mean, I will not fight for you.
That was disrespectful for sure, but we've saved the best for last. Because at number 1, Zlatan didn't only injure a teammate, he also threatened to break both of his legs. Back in 2001, the Swedish GOAT was playing in Amsterdam alongside Rafael van der Vaart. Both players were pretty cocky and started clashing on a weekly basis, but things really escalated when Sweden was up against the Netherlands in a friendly game. All that frustration Zlatan had boiled inside of him had to come out. He couldn't hold it in for one more second.
2004. Ibrahimović laat zich van zijn donkerste kant zien als hij smerig doorhaalt en Van der Vaart opzettelijk blesseert.
Ouch! That foul put the Dutchman on the sideline for a month and created even more beef between the two. Van der Vaart was convinced that the striker had done it on purpose, so he gathered the entire club staff around to confront Zlatan. And well, that didn't go the way he planned. Zlatan wasn't having any of it. He got up, looked them straight in the eyes, and didn't hold back. I don't like you, and I don't like you as captain. I didn't injure you on purpose, and you know it. If you accuse me again, I'll break both your legs this time, and it will be on purpose. God damn. That's by far the most disrespectful thing Zlatan has ever done. It's simply ridiculous. Just like the time a fan parachuted himself into the stadium, or the day Sergio Ramos pooped himself, or how about the time a fan stole Anthony's jersey? Click the 20 most ridiculous moments in football right here.